Hello everyone, the October 2024 Mod Jam is here. Got a lovely picture here of probably Ernesto with a nice custom planet. So this is the fourth Mod Jam. This is the site where it's at. I'll put a link to it below. This is what it says. Welcome to the fourth Outer Wilds Mod Jam. You have 16 days to create a story mod following the themes and the restriction. So 16 days from today will be the deadline to get it finished. You're encouraged to use New Horizons. Pretty much everything I've showcased has used New Horizons on this channel in some way. But you don't have to just use that. You can use custom code. You can still do a lot without custom code, but you are more than welcome to do so. If you don't know how to do any of that and you'd like to participate, you can read the docs to learn how to create it, and then the New Horizon docs to create the planets and all the extra little stuff with it. So here's the theme. This is the thing we've been waiting for. So the themes are escape/isolation, and the restriction is minimal text. Follow the restriction, you must use alternatives to regular dialogue, translatable text such as environmental storytelling, slide reels, vision torches, language barriers, and alien symbols. So environmental storytelling, that's like on the Outer Rock, you find the eye locator, but it's like broken down, decrepit. Okay, well, what does that mean? That's like environmental storytelling. Slide reels, those are from the DLC. That's what the inhabitants or the elk use to tell stories or write down history. You watch those instead of reading stuff. Vision torches, that's also from the DLC. Those are the things that the inhabitants use, and you use it at the very end to communicate with the prisoner. Language barriers, I presume that's just in concept, as in you can translate Nomite text, but there is a language barrier there, but you cannot translate the inhabitants text. Wonder if that's what's referring to. Alien symbols, that could be any number of things. The symbols for the planets, or just coming up with your own symbols. Ship logs are unrestricted, so you can use ship logs, which is great, because those are a really core part of the gameplay loop. If there was no ship logs, that might be a problem. Not that it can't be done without ship logs, but that would just be weird. Using a piece or two of dialogue or text to start and end the mod is fine. I agree. I think that's good. You decide how to interpret the themes and must follow the restriction. Make sure you read the rules and the judging criteria. Remember that if your entry does not implement at least one of the themes, your entry cannot be considered for judging. So it starts today and it ends on November 3rd. I don't think I'll have much time to work on this one. I was unable to join a team. If I do something, it'll be by myself. I'd like to submit something, but we'll see. There is a prize pool. So if you win, you can earn a little cash prize. And here's the people we can thank for setting this up. Zen, Worm, as always, thanks for all your help. It'll be judged by those two. Book is one of the judges. Mega Piggy also, thank you. And then the people that donated to the prize pool. So thank you for doing all that. We really appreciate it. I'll quickly breeze through these rules. You can only have utility mods as dependencies. Makes sense. New Horizons. Slate Shipyard you can use to make customized spaceships. That hasn't really blown up as much as I thought it would have. Get it blown up because it's Slate Shipyard. There must be at least one release upload to GitHub within the jam deadline. You can only part of one submission. So you can't like help two teams. That's not fair. You can use any assets you have a license to use, so you can buy some licenses and use that. And then it reiterates, please use New Horizons. It makes it way easier, and I completely agree. New Horizons is very well built. It's very well documented too. Although some of you that know how I make my mods may laugh when I say that. There's judging criteria. If you're interested in making something, you can do something there. There's also an advice column, which I completely agree with these. Do not overscope. You don't have a lot of time. It'll take you a lot longer to do than you think. Don't forget the ship logs. Please don't forget the ship logs. They're a bit of a pain to do the first time, but once you figure it out, it's actually fairly straightforward. And then you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Remember the base game mechanics. There's also a huge how to participate column on this website. I won't go through all this, but if you want to read this, you can of course go to the link here. Okay, so teams, 2 to 3 people. They don't want to make the teams too big because then there won't be a lot of submissions. That's pretty much it for the jam. I'm really excited to see what we get out of this. I think the theme and everything is interesting, and the minimal text is interesting. I'm curious to see what'll happen with that. I think people will find some really interesting ways to create puzzles or tell story. All right, that's all I've got. If you want to participate, go to the link in the description. If not, and you're just excited to see them release, November 3rd's the date. There's going to be so many mods coming out. I am going to try to play through them. I don't know how well that'll work. So yeah, go out there, make some cool mods.